Thanks so much for having me, Kate. I think we're hoping to get a comprehensive set of documents, something we've not gotten to date, and I want to remind the people watching that we actually have a valid subpoena in place, as you noted, from the House Oversight Committee, something that we enacted back in July, and we still have not gotten anything other than one small tranche of documents from the Department of Justice. Back in July, they've been completely non-responsive since then. So all the documents you're seeing right now in the last few weeks are coming from the Epstein estate. So the DOJ has been non-responsive to a legally binding subpoena. But what we're really, I think, the smoking gun, as the lead prosecutor, Marie Villafaña, described it. She described this literally as the smoking gun that would break the case wide open, is the computer files, computer records, video evidence. We know that Epstein liked to record everything, who was coming in and out of his estates, apparently had cameras in every bedroom and in every room in his homes. That had a lot of potentially incriminating evidence that maybe he was keeping. And so we need to see that. Apparently the DOJ has that. They have not produced it to anybody, but that is one of the things that we really need to see. But there's really terabytes of information that they're holding on to that they have not released to date, including to the House Oversight subpoena.
So the law, as I kind of was laying out off the top, allows the Attorney General to withhold documents for national security reasons or if having to do with ongoing investigations. If and when Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, says and gives those reasons for why she is withholding documents, do you just accept that, or are you going to push back against that?
We are going to keep fighting for full transparency and disclosure. The survivors deserve that. The American people deserve that. And look, the problem with this Department of Justice and Attorney General Pam Bondi is that they have now developed a well-earned reputation for breaking the law, for ignoring laws and norms because of their repeated and flagrant just disregard for the rule of law, including our subpoena earlier this year, but so many other issues that have popped up over the course of the last 11 months. So I hope they do the right thing. I hope they release every responsive document. But are we going to trust them at their word? At this point, I'd say hell no. We have a job to do, and that is to find justice for the survivors and make sure that every responsive document, and we have a good sense of the types of documents that are out there, based on what some of the survivors have told us and their attorneys have told us. So we know kind of the scope of what's out there. So we're going to keep fighting and make sure every single responsive document is produced.
As I also mentioned, Democrats on the Oversight Committee released more photos from the Epstein estate yesterday, 68 of them. Why did you choose those photos to release?
That was a decision by staff, and I think that what they did, you have to keep in mind that this was a small tranche of documents. We're receiving tranches of documents from the Epstein estate. As I mentioned earlier, we're not getting anything from the Department of Justice at this point, but they go through a process of redaction and determining what's responsive to our subpoena. They then send those over, and I think our staff
then decides what is. But if released without context, is it worthwhile, do you think, Congressman?
I think there's plenty of context in who's in there and whatnot. And so I think that our staff has made the decision that certain documents are responsive and in the public interest to see and know about. And so, I think what these documents show is, again, the wide scope of Epstein's ring, like just how many influential, rich, and powerful people were in his orbit, and also how disgusting this was.
Congressman Dave Min, this is a huge day for, well, not only the committee and the Congress, the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, and the public who has been demanding accountability and answers. Thank you for your time.